I remember a friend made it real easy to me. I was talking to him about finances. We're in the midst of a great recession, unlike anything we'd ever seen in 100 years. Just opened my companies, had a surprise divorce. We were just bleeding money in legal fees, expenses for the company, things I had invested in. And he said, why don't you just take the kids out of private school? We had 3 kids under the age of 6. Each kid cost, I think we were spending $54,000 to $60,000 a year in private school. And he said, that'll kind of alleviate some of the cash flow concerns. And then he also said, and I know you take the kids on a lot of vacations, and your daughter's in ice skating, and you have the RV, and you take her around, and why don't you go ahead and cut back on the vacations and the RVs, and the experience that the kids have. And I remember listening to him and kind of turning my head and looking out the window and pondering what he was saying, because what he was saying was actually good financial, fiscal advice. We were bleeding money at a rate that even me with a finance and accounting degree was having trouble keeping up with all the unexpected things that were occurring with the economy, the recession, the divorce, all these different things. And then I just turned to him and said, no, kids aren't leaving private school. Nothing's going to change. Not one thing. We're going to go to these ice skating events. We're taking the RV. Every year we go to Disney World with the kids. We're going to continue doing that. We're not selling the house. We're not selling any of the property. We're not doing anything. And on that day, I doubled down on every bet that I had. I doubled down on betting on myself and the dream and the vision that I had. And there are a lot of people that would have said that was a bad bet if they were sitting next to me that day, including my friend who kind of shook his head in a well-meaning way and was like, you sure you want to do this? And I said, absolutely. If I'm not sure about anything else, I'm sure about that. And my neighbor, who's an atheist, as I was walking into, he said, hey, let me ask you a quick question. He goes, you still believe in all that God stuff? And in a moment I said, absolutely. It cheered me up. And he said, why? Because he knew all the background of all the stories. And I said, because I've seen the hand of the devil. I'm absolutely certain. And one of the happiest moments in that entire year was when he asked me, do I still believe in God? Because he was certain there was none. And his lack of certainty fueled my certainty that there was. And we made it through. I don't know how. If you asked me to go back and reconstruct it, and I'm a forensic financial analyst, I couldn't do it, but we made it through.